Hello my friends, Martin here again. Today I want to show you how I use the liquid charcoal in combination with ink, in combination with watercolor. So yesterday I tried it once more, this liquid charcoal in combination with ink. And here we have Budapest, a city view of Budapest. This is a small place of Paris. And here I did some sketches, and as I mentioned, this is the liquid charcoal. It's grape seed black, so this is the neutral one. There are two others who are more in the warmer part of gray and black. And this is the more neutral, so I tried this first. You see here, this is the tone. And in combination with a feud pen, this is filled with sketch ink from Aurora and Klinger. Looks like this when it's used. This is waterproof, and you can use it with fountain pens. But of course, it also works with fine liner, with permanent ink. So it's up to you how you combine these materials. I never used charcoal for my drawings, but then I was interested in how it would work with this liquid charcoal. And the first thing was, when it's dry, how stable it stays on the paper. And I have to mention that it's quite good. So without fixing anything here, or here with a really dark part, when you rub very hard, you can see a little bit, and maybe also you can smear it, but no, it's quite good. So it's not this the normal charcoal with all the dust, and so this is quite a nice feature with this liquid charcoal. So let's see it in action. So I have here my palette. This one I used yesterday. I want to show you the consistence. Let's do it here. You see, it's like watercolor in tubes. And then I use a pencil as well. Here I use a more rigger one. This is a travel pencil from Skoda Ultimo. And so that I can stay loose and not so precise. This is why I use this one. So that we get these nice and sketchy drawings and black parts. Okay, let's start with some drawings. At the end of the video I will also try to color it with watercolor, and then we see how this dilute liquid charcoal will react, or the blacks will react with watercolor or with water when it's dry. But we can test it immediately. It stays. No, you can lift it up. Look at this. That's quite interesting. So you can lift up the... Okay, when we go then with watercolor, it would be very interesting how this turns out. Let's do a line work. Let's say we have another big sign here in the background, or another of this water reservoirs, this water towers here. So let's do another one of these One of the nice things about this material, this liquid charcoal, is that it's really not shiny, no reflection of the light, so it's a really dark black, and it also combines very well with this ink, so it looks like it's one material. Okay, now let's take the liquid charcoal with water. So here I have some water. Maybe I need a towel, a paper towel. And then we will let's start with the darker part underneath this water tank. And here I dilute it with water so that we have a gradient. And in my opinion, I think it's a little bit easier to work with it than with watercolor. So it's more forgiving, I think. So we need some more black underneath here. So that is okay. Let's wait till it's dry. And the combination with this loosey, sketchy style and this liquid charcoal, there is something that makes me that I will use it for more city views or other topics because of these deep dark blacks. And okay, so let's say when in here is the dry part from yesterday, when I paint over it, you see no problem at all. So I can do this here as well. So the contrast and the overall value, hue, tone, it's what I think is a little bit special maybe. I don't think I could do this with my ink I use normally, like, you know, from my other video, from my other tutorials here on YouTube. And there's something different in the surface when it's dry. Yeah, then when we use it in a larger area, so let's take this one. And so here I had the charcoal from yesterday, then I lift it up today with simple water, and then I go again over it. And you know, that's not that easy when you use watercolor, because this reacts in another way. It stays from this dry brush effect. Very interesting textures. Let's do some lines here. Okay, so that's what we know so far. That's fine, that's nice. But now when we work over it with, when we paint over it with watercolor, let's see what happens. Now let's take this one. This fits in the screen. Very nice. And we take something like orange. Okay, that's a little bit dirty. Dirty little orange. Okay, and we use this sign here. Lift it up here. Some more water. Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. So with more pure red, let's take this sign here. And here on the ground with this very much amount of charcoal, let's do some desert, some more this yellow ochre, and some browns. So this is not a scientific test, but like they say in the tutorials about camera using, it's a test, a real world test. So it's, I will finish this picture of course later on, but I want to share my first experience with you. Let's try some reds as well here. So I see, no, so for me there's no problem to paint over the charcoal. In my way, I mostly work from dark to light, as you see here, because I always start with the ink drawing. Let's try then the blue. So maybe different colors react a little bit different. This we take here for this gas station. As well here we have a small one. And the sign here above. And then we have a little nice tree where we can use our greens. And then these signs also should be a little bit of color. Let's lift it up, this color here. And the building himself. So you can paint over the charcoal here. In this case, maybe on other paper it reacts in another way. This is a 300 gram cold pressed 100% cotton aquarelle paper from Clairefontaine. But I also used, you see in the other examples here, I used another paper. This is the expression from Hanemühle, 300 grams, 100% cotton. And as you see here, works very nice and no problem with this typical charcoal dust or whatsoever. I didn't fix it, but maybe I would recommend to fix it anyway, because when you rub it smears a little bit. Maybe you can see it here. But you have to press really, really hard. Now I will speed it up a little bit and do one bigger building so that you see how this reacts with bigger surface or a larger area. But maybe I do this here. Let's zoom out a little bit. So, okay. Let's do one more of these giant water reservoirs, water tanks. Okay, one more time. Charcoal. What you should not do, I show you here, is to combine the dilute part. So when you try to dilute the ink, so when it's not dry, because afterward when it's dry it's waterproof, but when it's not waterproof, you see this is more on the warmer side, so this is much more colder. And so you can combine it when there is a reason for it, but this is why I want to try the ink, and afterwards I use this liquid charcoal. So I like to use it with this pencil, with this brush, because of this sketchy style. And you can lift up, you see you can lift it up, the charcoal, very easily, as well with tissue, so you can correct it when there's something, when something went wrong. And so now it's not already dry, but anyway I will paint over it. So then it goes a little bit dirty, of course. Oh, I let them dry, it's better when it's dry, and then we can add the contrasts. Like I will do it here one more, so. So let's and let's lift up this part here. And add a sign, a red sign here. So, I hope this tutorial, this video was a little bit helpful for you. I definitely will use this now a little bit more. This liquid charcoal will also test other brands, of course. There is another one, I don't know now the name, but maybe I can show this to you in the next video. So, hope to see you next time. Bye.